Hi guys, it's Tandy the Canadian Stamper, and I have for you hopefully a quick card today, a bit of a different size. So it's going to be a 5x5 card today. So you do need to have 12x12 white cardstock, which Stampin' Up sells. They sell all cardstock in 12x12, so you can get this size of a card. So you're going to cut it 10 by 5, 10 this way, 5 this way, and then you're going to score it 5. And then I have, this is designer series paper from Happiness Abounds, I believe is the designer series paper. And we're going to roughly, we're just going to position these on here like so. And then this designer series paper is awesome because it's got the flowers done for you. And I've even cut out a little leaf as well. So these are fussy cut, which is where you take your snips, your paper snips, and your designer series paper, and you just cut around. You can choose to leave a bit of a white border or no border at all. It's your style preference. And it makes cards really easy to put together. I also have a couple of different circles. I was thinking this one might be a bit too big, but depending on what you want your sentiment to be. And then we're gonna add our flowers all the way around. So we'll just do it what I call dry, just to kind of position them in such a way that wrap around the sentiment. Well, that might not be too bad actually, as far as size wise. Might work out perfect. So I like to just kind of do this without glue, just to get my bearings. So I have cut, this is the edge of the designer series paper. This one is not awesome, but you can't, the theory behind this is that don't throw that away. I'm going to snip the ends a bit because you can add it like that. See, it gives a bit of a hint of the flower. So for this one, you can choose to go down in between the little leaves. It gets a bit tricky because it's pretty tight. Really depends if you like the look of fussy cutting. So for Happiness Abounds, I did not buy the dies. I just bought the designer series paper actually. And I might just add this under there once we get going. So let's clear this away and get out our adhesive. So I'm going to use the tape runner. The trick for this is when you, unlike the other Stampin' Up tape runner, I'm pulling it up this way and it kind of breaks the seal a bit. So I'm gonna just watch for directional of the designer series paper so my flowers are right way up. So I'll do that again. So you've got it started and I'm going to run and then tilt up and there like that. So with the other double-sided tape, we used to flick, but this plastic will actually come apart from there, which I don't want. I think I'm gonna go, can't remember how I had that. How about like so. Now, before we do our flowers and everything, let's just deal with our sentiment. So there's not a lot here, and I'm using Through It Together. And what I want to use is Sending You This Paper Hug, which is this guy here. And then I will use block C, and I'm going to use Melon Mambo, which this is an older style ink pad. So the Melon Mambo are these reds that we're working with here. So I'm just going to do tap, tap, gentle to pick up the ink. if you push really hard on the stamp pad, you're gonna get like a halo. Here, I'll do it. So I'm pushing down, pushing down. See how you get this extra ink all the way around? It means you've pushed too hard. So I'm going to wipe this off. So it's just a tap, tap gentle, just to get enough ink on the raised section. So like that. Doesn't even look like there's anything on there, but there is. So I'm gonna go kind of off to the side this way. Beautiful. So I'm gonna put this away so I don't get any more ink on my fingers. This one's hanging over just a touch, so I'm gonna snip it now while I have it on my mind. Now, this one I'm going to put up on dimensionals. So I'm actually using the edges of my dimensional sheet. Don't let those extra pieces go to waste. So most of the time I will, when a new catalog comes out, I will just go ahead and buy all of the designer series paper because I love Stampin' Up! Designer series paper. Sometimes the dies match, sometimes you can fussy cut, and yeah, I'm just always really happy with the designer series paper, and you can never go wrong, really. There's been a couple that I'm not been super excited about, but usually once I have it in my hands and then I start flipping through the paper, then my creative juices get going and I get excited. All right, so now I'm gonna mix up these. I might put this one down below. So I'm not exactly the way that I had done it dry, but that's okay. That one's gonna fit there. I don't want to forget about this piece. I might do these two and then this one to break it up. Let's see. Awesome. And then I'll tuck this here. I'm gonna pick these up together actually. Be sneaky. So with dimensionals, you can usually tuck. If something's in the way, then just snip the side of it that's gonna go under. Like let's say there was a dimensional getting in the way, you could just snip this off and still tuck and get the same effect. Perfect. Okay, so I don't have my multi-tool, so I'm just gonna use my snips to add some, these are basic rhinestone jewels. So I'm gonna do it. There's a small, medium, and a teeny tiny one. Whoop. Might go there. Now you could also do Wink Stella on here. I don't have my brush handy, but so there's our project on a 5x5 card. So you could take some pieces and stamp on the inside, a sentiment, your flowers, but I wanted to showcase that with just designer series paper and no dies and no stamps for the flowers, for the happiness abounds, you can still get a beautiful looking card. Hope you enjoyed the project, guys. Bye for now.